This is Mike Harrington with a Bisons update, heading into a 9-game homestand at Sahlen Field after the All-Star break. It opens Friday night against Scranton-Wilkes-Barre. And I'm here to talk to you briefly about a playoff drought, but not the one you normally expect to hear me talking about. In this case, I'm talking about the Bisons, who have not made the postseason since 2005, and they're not going to make it in 2024 either. 2-7 road trip ended with Sunday's 1-0 win in Lehigh Valley, but it leaves the Herd at 5-13 in the International League second half, and that's dead last. 20th out of 20 teams, already 8 games behind the Rochester Red Wings. You're not making up that kind of ground in the remaining 60 games of the schedule. This is a team that just hasn't gotten anybody out from the mound so far in the second half. They're averaging 6.6 runs against per game, and that's counting Sunday's shutout, no less. When you don't get anybody out, you can't win. It's just a very simple thing to ponder. The Blue Jays' struggles with drafting, development, roster decisions have really trickled down to the Bisons. How many first-round draft picks have done much for the Blue Jays in the last 9 years? How many have come through Buffalo? Very few. Logan Warmoth was nothing more than a utility player. How many games did we see Alek Manoah for? 3 during the 2021 COVID season, and he was up, and he became a Cy Young level pitcher. Now we've seen him on the way back down, injury-prone in Toronto, and finally a season-ending injury this year. The Bisons lost Spencer Horwitz and Stuart Burrow, 2 of their key offensive talents this year, and you can't overcome those kind of defections, but those happen all the time. The Blue Jays haven't augmented this roster with free agents. There haven't been enough good prospects. On the mound, Ricky Tiedemann was the top name we heard. He started opening day. He's been injured in Buffalo, injured in Class A Dunedin, injured in Buffalo again last week now while throwing in Lehigh Valley. We're still waiting word about his forearm tightness. Will we see him again in 2024? And oh, by the way, will Joey Votto be here? He's hitting 186 in Class A Dunedin. 3 of his hits are in one game. We're going to see the Canadian who was the former National League MVP in Buffalo. You would think they would try it at some point, but he's got to show he's got something left in that bat. To this point, he hasn't done that. So the homestand starts Friday night against Scranton-Wilkes-Barre. It's obscure cap night. We've seen the Bisons do obscure jersey night. It's been quite a success. So if you come wearing a crazy hat of your favorite team, pro, amateur, college, you might win some prizes Friday night. Saturday night, Kyle Brandt bobblehead night. The NFL Network host and the unabashed Bills backer will be on hand for a pregame autograph session and to throw out a ceremonial first pitch, and you could pick up one of his bobbleheads as well. The Bisons are home against Scranton for 3, then against the Syracuse Mets for 6 before heading back on the road. And just see what kind of run this team can get on if they can string some wins together and make things interesting here in the second half.